All right, hi there. Lloyd Machedo speaking to you from LloydMachedo.com. Who's Lloyd Machedo? Think Personal Branding. Okay, I have this. It's an Arabic website. Okay, I'll put the links below. It's Arabi 21.com. Now the challenge for me is this website is in Arabic. So I had to take a Google Translate and get it translated. So if in case I'm wrong anyway, please do feel free to correct me if you know Arabic. So the link is put down below. It's a long article, so I'll read it quickly and I'll give my thoughts once after I read it. Now, what the Yemeni Houthis have declared is they're going to attack Burj Khalifa. They are going to target that. Now, I'll read out the article first, and then you can tell me what you think. And I also have confirmed this with people who are in UAE who have kind of staying in Burj Khalifa or in and around that area. They have also been given a warning of sorts. Okay. Now I'm careful what I say because obviously I'm translating this and I'm taking first-hand information from people that I know. So I'm just being careful. Okay. Don't want to put up panic. So this is what it says, Arabi21.com. The story was on 20th Jan 2022. The Washington Institute, Houthi attacks will destroy the reputation of safe, in bracket, in apostrophe, UAE. The Washington Institute of Near East Policy said while the focus allies with the UAE are making gains in Yemen, the Houthis are trying to incur heavy costs on Abu Dhabi for engaging in battle. Now, if you actually look at it, Reuters or any other international media, they are proudly saying that Saudi-led coalition or UAE-led coalition have attacked, XYZ in Yemen. 70 people have been killed. There's no internet, airport is damaged or whatever. Now, see, here's the thing. UAE and Saudi have already engaged in war from pretty long. They've already killed so many people in Yemen. So the question now is, you're already killed. People are already damaged. They're already hurt. They're already hurting inside. So how much more can you do? Unless you wipe out everyone, which is not humanly possible. So, they're saying, oh, we have retaliated. Oh, this is an act of terrorism. Yeah, you are the one who initiated. If you didn't, these guys, if you look at any Houthi video, if you look at those Yemeni rebels, they just have a Land Rover or something like that. They just have a gun on that vehicle of theirs. I mean, they're not sophisticated. Like if you compare United States with its battleships and its tanks and its drones and its technology, these guys look like Afghani rebels. That is why for me, whenever I still talk of September 11, 9/11, and people say, oh, Osama bin Laden attacked USA. USA is the technology most advanced country in the world with the greatest military hardware, software, intelligence. You expect a mountain goat of a guy with a rifle. He planned out this whole bloody attack. And then when you ask people questions like, the two towers, they just collapsed, just free fall in 7 seconds. So how is that possible? Then they say, oh, it's because of the heat at the top. Oh, yeah? What about that tower which was in London that caught fire for 3 days and didn't collapse? No answer. Then when you ask them, the two towers, they caught fire. They fell down. Okay, you're saying free fall. What about the third tower? Where all the videos and all the data was kept? How did it fall? Nothing hit it. No answer. What happened to the aircraft that hit the Pentagon? Where's the aircraft? Oh, no answer. Oh, that United flight, whatever, it crashed. There's not a single debris anywhere. Oh, what happened to that? Oh, no answer. Then if you go back in time and say, John F. Kennedy got killed by the magic bullet. How is that possible? No answer. So it's very easy to say, oh, this is all bullshit story and all that. I'm asking you simple common sense. Like even with this Yemeni Houthi thing, the narrative that the UAE ambassador to US, he said that Yemen attacked UAE with a long-range cruise missile, a ballistic missile that went 1,000 kilometers. My simple question to you is this. If it flies for 1,000 kilometers, how come Saudi didn't catch it on the radar? How come UAE didn't catch it on the radar? How come Qatar didn't see it on the radar? How come USA, that has its bloody satellites up there, how come they didn't catch it on radar? What, all of a sudden everyone's radar was not working? And here's another thing. If an airplane flies, you can see it with your eyes. A person can see it with their eyes. So when a missile like this is being fired, you can't see it with your eyes. My theory, I can be wrong. I'm just a normal guy who uses his brains. Okay, my theory is there are people within UAE who are staying within UAE who are no longer happy with UAE, or they are maybe Yemeni people. You always have these people who hate the country. Like even in UK, you have UK citizens, educated white men. They go and join the ISIS. They go and join this terrorist organization because they believe in some bloody cause. They are brainwashed. Even in India, you get Muslim women, or Hindu women, everything is good, and they actually go all the way to Afghanistan, marry Muslim men, and join the terrorist group, and then they're like, oh, shush, we made a big mistake. And, India doesn't want to take them back. Even UK, that Shimama Begum, whatever, she actually was so brainwashed, she went there, and she actually witnessed people's head being chopped off and put in dustbins, and she didn't care a damn. And now she's saying, oh, I'm a changed woman. Bullshit. So there are always these mad people. I'm totally against violence, by the way. I'm totally against either UAE harming Yemeni civilians or Yemeni people harming UAE people or expats. Like those two Indians and Pakistani died. What did they do? They are just normal human beings like you and me. They died. Imagine the trauma on their family. Who benefits out of all this? It's not lay people. It's only maybe political people hungry for power. So, UAE with its modern technology, Israel-based software and all the updates, you expect me to believe that, or any person with common sense, that nobody saw this missile coming, nobody detected it, it just magically happened, like 9/11, like the aircrafts, nobody, the aviation authority, nobody knew what was happening all the way until the plane rammed into the tower. What bloody nonsense, man. Okay, a drone, yes, you can't detect it if it is flown, but then again, I mean, it can't be from a very long distance. See these oil field areas, these places, they have, just as you have a drone that needs technology, that needs the communication, whatever link or whatever it needs, these machines can detect these signals, this Wi-Fi signals, they can detect it. That's why now I have a drone, okay? The drone has a software. If I try to fly it anywhere near a restricted zone, automatically it just shuts down. I mean, it will not fly. Even, let's say, this is the area I'm not supposed to go. The drone will come here and stop. It'll just stop. No matter how much I push, it'll not go. That is the software is built that way. And then, let's say, for example, I try to push the drone up to a certain level. It will just not go. It'll stop. The software stops it. And if it goes out of range, the technology is so amazing that if let's say, my controller switches off, all of a sudden I lost the signal, the drone has the software that will bring it back to where it was originally. It'll fly to a particular height, which you program it, and from that height, it comes straight down to where you left it. So this kind of technology, if there is for drones, then the other side is also true. They have, like, you can just Google search on YouTube. They have these drone killer machines which detect where is a drone and it throws a net or it destroys the drone. So there are technology from both sides. So when you compare UAE's technology, UAE's budget, UAE's money, Israel's capability, Israel is the most advanced nation in the world where technology, war and software is there. You expect me to believe a bloody desert rebel group, they hardly have the funds or they hardly have the capacity. They have superior technology than UAE and Israel and USA. Come on, man. Use your common sense, So anyway, I personally, what I feel is these guys are already in UAE and UAE is trying to find them. That is why some people, I didn't want to share this. There are some videos of checkings going on in different parts of Dubai, international city, Burj Khalifa, random checkings, long lines, they're stopping vehicles. They need to do this for their security, okay? So now, the Houthis, what they're trying to do is, they've realized, yeah, we can't defeat you in terms of tanks, we can't defeat you in terms of aircrafts, we can't defeat you in terms of ships or, missiles and all that. But yes, we can definitely hurt you where it hurts, like your balls, And where are their nuts? It's simple. Every country needs money, foreign exchange, tourists. In fact, this website, let me just get this out. this website that there is, what is the website's name? Cyber Shafa. I'll spell it out. CYBER SHAFARAT. Shafarat. Okay. Cybershafarat.com. Here, what they say is from multiple Iranian social media after recent attacks on UAE. So here they have the photograph of a drone. They've shown a photograph of a drone. It says 2K or something there. I can't get it. And then the disturbing photograph is they show the Burj Khalifa upshot with Photoshop of this drone warning. It says the Iranian Qassem 2K is a medium drone used for combat. It's similar to a Bil T, which has a range of 150 to 200 kilometers, 93 miles to 124 miles, and can fly for 2 hours. Flight ceiling is 3,000 meters and can carry 30 kg of payload. So media close to Ansarul Yemen welcomes the tallest tower in the world with the release of the poster, the Burj Khalifa. We ordinary people will stay away from this tower. After Ansarullah's attack on Abu Dhabi, the UAE stopped the brutal attacks on Sana'a. So they show another photograph of Burj Khalifa, and they have the children of Yemen, a very sad photograph of them crying. And there's this cartoon which looks maybe funny, but it's very disturbing. It's a Yemeni newspaper cartoon, countdown to hitting Burj Khalifa. The Sana'a-based Al Tawra newspaper issued a cartoon warning the UAE about continuing its intervention in Yemen and supporting the militants. Now, like I've said in my previous video, the best way to make a statement for these groups or rebel groups is a country that has solid publicity, solid social media presence, which is very famous. If you attack, the whole world comes to know about it. So why are people talking about the Houthis right now? Because they succeeded in attacking the oil field in Abu Dhabi. Okay. Now, UAE is obviously attacking different areas of Yemen. But then again, do you seriously think these people are going to remain there? No, they're going to remain in places where maybe nobody imagined. In fact, like they show in these Hollywood movies, you're trying to attack everywhere else. They are actually living next door to you, So it's kind of crazy. Sorry for me laughing. I'm not laughing at the tragedies that are taking place. I'm just telling you how crazy the situation is. Okay? So for them, they know the best way to hurt UAE is to attack UAE where tourism is concerned, where foreign investment, especially security. I told you this before even Expo 2020 came. All they need to do is Expo 2020, even a gas cylinder, even a tire explosion, even if nothing related to, let's say, a terrorist attack, finish. People are not going to want to invest money. In fact, when they built the Burj Khalifa, everyone said, just like the Twin Towers, can they attack Burj Khalifa as well? That was a very big question. And today you have one group that boldly is saying, we're going to attack. Now, I don't think they're going to attack immediately. That is stupidity. Like, if I were to want to fight with someone, I would not tell him when I'm going to hit him. But yes, I would always keep him scared. When they will attack, they'll never tell you. They'll make it an element of surprise. Okay? And that's the law, 48 laws of power, Robert Greene, or war, art of war, I think, In a report published by the Institute said that the Houthis' eye for an eye targeting strategy and its warnings last week to launch an attack on UAE, the incident is not a surprise but an escalation. While the group claimed responsibilities for the strike, it is reported that they targeted various locations in UAE, including Abu Dhabi and Dubai airports. Like I told you, if they attack anywhere in Dubai, that's going to be big. Although Abu Dhabi is tougher to attack because Abu Dhabi is the capital. Abu Dhabi has much more defense capabilities. Okay, many missiles and drones. The incident also portrayed as a response to the recent military activities in UAE allied group in the key areas of Yemeni conflict. Last week, under the banner of the new operations of the coalition, the giant brigades and their allies expelled the Houthis from important parts of Shabwa Governorate, in the southern, and began their battle to seize parts of Marib as well. Hope I got that right. The Houthis have long fought the control of Marib, a vital province rich of energy resources and the last stronghold of the Yemeni government in the north of the country. But the recent setbacks they have experienced, which they attribute to UAE's re-entry into war, will make the capture of Marib more difficult. See, no matter how much UAE and Saudi keep trying, the forces that are against UAE or whomsoever, whether it's Iran or anybody else, in fact, for that matter, I was just thinking like crazy for a minute. If USA wants to sell its weapons, what is the best way for them to do that? Yeah, just make sure that the tension is still there so you can supply weapons to both the sides. Look at it from that point of view. The best way for you to sell your weapons is make sure war is still there. If there is peace, who's going to buy the weapons? It's as simple as that. Like the NRA, National Rifle Association of USA, how do they sell the guns? They sell them, oh, you need to be safe. They put fear into you. How are these pharmaceutical companies selling their vaccines? They put the fear, oh, you'll die, oh, this will happen. Why are they not promoting, do exercise, eat healthy, go out in the sun, vitamin D? Why they're not promoting that? There's no benefit in that. If you're sick, the medical establishment make money. It's simple as that, man. Like, for example, me, I'm doing personal branding. I offer services. If everyone got a job easily, if everyone was happy, if everyone was, who the fuck would come to me? They would be like, fuck you, man, I'll buy an iPhone, I'll buy a car, I want to enjoy my life. When times are good, nobody thinks of me. When times are bad, only, oh, Loy, I admire you, Loy, I'm a big fan of yours. Oh, Loy, yeah. Like right now, what is the time? It's 2:48 in the morning. Why am I working? Why am I even doing this? The fear that, oh shit, tomorrow maybe I cannot earn. I need to work. So it's fear that makes us human beings work. It's fear that makes us want to take precaution. So that is how these political leaders or these countries, they survive and thrive by putting fear. That's how Yemen now is keeping UAE on the edge. You fucked around with us, we are going to teach you a lesson. We're going to create so much fear. UAE being a safe country, UAE is no longer safe. Just imagine if something happens to Dubai International Airport or Burj Khalifa or Expo 20 finished, that will make a statement that, you can't erase that then. Okay. Since UAE's withdrawal from Yemen in 2019, Abu Dhabi has kept only a small counter-terror squad on the ground and has claimed not to be involved with the anti-Houthi operations. But in recent weeks, US officials and various local fighters have reported that the Abu Dhabi is again ramping up its air operations in support for anti-Houthi groups, such as the giant brigades which it found and initially financed. See the fun. US, they will create a Saddam Hussein. They will create a Bin Laden. They will create a Castro. Okay. They will create these bad guys and then they will try to destroy them, which I find so fucking ridiculous. It's like it's no longer funny. They keep doing it year after year, generation after generation. At some point, people are going to say, US, you are the one who is causing all this trouble. That is why Putin and China and all these other countries, they're like, fuck you, man. We're not going to dance. In fact, why do you think countries no longer respect USA as the power? Because they have realized these are just manipulative fuckers, they just take money. Now, US themselves are so much of shit. They can't sort out the vaccine issue. There's so much of confusion there. They can't pay off their loans that they have taken. They themselves are in deficit of trillions of dollars. They themselves, France is no longer supporting US on everything. UK and France, they are just like, two drunk buddies that support each other. All the other countries have realized. India has realized. China has realized. Russia has realized. All the other countries. US, you'll only manipulate until it suits you and you keep giving these big talks. Allies, our friends, our partners and strategic partnership and all that fucking bullshit. In fact, Americans themselves today are disgusted with American politics. This is as disgusting as it goes. So, you created these bad guys. You supplied them with weapons and now you want to destroy them with more weapons? Yeah. Having played a key role. Oh, by the way, proof of my statement. Who is supplying USA with weapons? Who is supplying Saudi with weapons? Who is supplying Qatar with weapons? And why do you think USA loves these countries? Because they're buying weapons. You pay money to USA in billions, they will love you. Simple question. See, this that September 9/11, I'm bringing that again, those attacks took place, the concrete and the steel and the buildings melted, except the passports. Except that, everything else melted. Oh, those passports must be some fireproof, melt-proof material. Nobody asks these questions. It's so fucking stupid, man. Okay, having played a key role in liberating the... No, wait, where? Nah. Since the UAE's withdrawal in Yemen, Abu Dhabi kept a small counter group. Okay, I read this. But in recent weeks, US officials and various local fighters have reported that Abu Dhabi is ramping up its operation. Yeah, sorry, I read it. Okay. Having played a key role in liberating the west coast from Houthis earlier in this war, the giant brigades have recently deployed its elements in Shabwa as a part of what appears to be a joint Saudi-Emirati strategy. Apparently, its success on the battlefield provoked the Houthis, who were directly against UAE on its soil, most likely in an attempt to get out of the military fight. The institute said that UAE takes pride as a safe and economically active country in the region, riven with volatility. As such, it has generally demonstrated zero tolerance for external motivated attacks against expatriates, who make 90% of the population and are central to the economy, which is very true. Many remember the horrific 2014 incident of the so-called Ghost Ream Island, when an extremist woman stabbed a Hungarian-American kindergarten teacher to death and was similarly executed for it. I don't remember that 2014 incident. Okay, yes, I remember. There was this stabbing, but they underplayed the news. I think of course, I was in UAE that time. Yeah. In the long run, the thing is, UAE does not mention this. You'll not find this in Gulf News. You'll not find it in Khalij Times. You'll not find it in national newspaper. Why? Because it will cause widespread confusion, chaos, and they will lose billions of dollars worth of investment, and people who have invested in the country for stability, they will withdraw it. In the long run, the ongoing Houthi-led attacks on UAE soil could tarnish its long-established reputation as a safe country, which is currently being questioned. In the short term, the main question is, how will UAE respond to Yemen? Well, they are attacking and simply talking, oh, you are terrorists, oh, we killed 60, 70 people, innocent civilians. What's the point? Most likely, Emirati leaders knew that rejoining the battle would provoke the Houthis, and last week they no doubt heard public threats of retaliation. The question here arises, will Abu Dhabi continue to support its allies in Yemen to confront the Houthis by force, or perhaps even increase its involvement in an attempt to fully restore Marib? Or will it back down in line with a less intrusive foreign policy of late? The smart thing to do is withdraw all your fucking troops. Just say enough of this war, just like how US did, like a coward. Okay, they left Afghanistan in a fucking limbo. Just withdraw. Yes, it'll make you look like a coward. Yes, it'll makes you look bad. But at least you will keep the peace. At least you don't have to spend money on unwanted war. At least you don't have to worry about security. Means you'll be safe. Why the fuck do you want to do this? But then, guess what? Everyone wants to show my dick is bigger than yours. Oh, my nose is up in the air. I'm fucking, we are an invincible nation and a formidable force. Look what is happening with Pakistan and India. Pakistan just doesn't want to fucking back down. I mean, India can just finish Pakistan like this. India is so fucking big. Pakistan so fucking small. Still, we are a nation of Pakistan. And then they bring one incident where one aircraft was shot down. Yes, they were kind enough to let that guy go. And I applauded Pakistan's effort. But the fact of the matter is, Pakistan is a small fucking ant compared to India. It's a simple thing. Common sense. If India were to fight with China, China is fucking big. India were to fight with the USA, US is fucking big. So we need to know strengths and weaknesses and not just use nationalistic statements. Oh, we are very big. I told you, India, Pakistan, India is big. But India, China or India, USA, forget it. Okay, India, Russia. You need to know your limitations, man. It's like someone who's bigger than you, more powerful, more richer. You can't just show bravery. Here with UAE, yes, UAE is bigger than Yemen in terms of, finance, money and all that. But UAE depends on foreign exchange. Now, if that gets rattled off, you are having big problem. And remember, Saudi is not UAE's friend. All these Arab nations, they are very strategic. They want money. And when you have money, it's like me and you. Suppose me and you are running a shop. and we are competitors to each other, what do you think? I'm going to just want you to become rich and successful and lose my business? No, fuck you, man. This is how it operates. This is a reality. Tell me if I'm wrong. Okay. The institute said that UAE's relationship with Iran could also be tested. The two countries have conducted high-level negotiations over the past few months aimed at easing tensions in the region. Currently, observers are wondering whether Tehran had any knowledge or role in this attack. Everybody's in it. Even USA is involved in it, if you honestly ask me. It's not just Iran and all that. On one hand, the Houthis often make decisions independently of Iran, despite the great support it gives them. On the other hand, the Iranians' attempt to plausibly deniability have been hampered by reports, that the chief Houthi negotiator Mohammad Abid al-Salam met in Tehran with President Ibrahim Raisi and Secretary General of Iran's Supreme National Security Council, Ali Shamkhani. By the way, US killed that leader, military leader of Iran. Iran has not forgotten that. Okay, you hurt and harm a nation, they never forget, no matter how much they act like. See, right now, what everyone who is anti-UAE is doing, they show the image of Burj Khalifa and they show the Israeli flag on top. That really angers a lot of hardline Muslims who especially support Palestine. It's a tension. This is how you play a strategic game. And now on social media, that's how they're doing it. The nature and scope of strikes which evoke memories of the attack on major oil facilities in Saudi Arabia in 2019. See, how did it impact when they attacked Saudi Aramco, which was, MBZ was saying $2 trillion. And, I was like, what the fuck are you talking? Everyone laughed at me. Well, guess what? It's not worth $2 trillion. And after that attack happened, how many investors Saudi lost? Saudi is no longer a safe place, especially with its oil, because if it can get attacked anytime, imagine the prices that crash. See, it's simple business 101, man. With its likely claim by Houthis, which was later considered to have come from Iran. Regardless, Tehran's close relationship with the group is currently actively carrying out attacks against the UAE. It's likely to be central in the Irani-Emirati talks if they continue. The institute noted that there is no doubt that US officials are closely studying the flight path of the suspicious drone and missiles. It's bullshit. They didn't shoot the missiles from such a distance. It's within UAE. My gut feeling, my intelligence. So I know, you'll laugh. Okay. Only a few miles of Musaffa is the Al Dhafra air base where US forces and equipment are deployed. Oh, by the way, just want to tell you, please do not take any videos if you are in UAE. Do not take videos of the oil field. Do not take... I've heard from other sources that there are some people, idiots, expats, who took live videos or they took videos of the oil field. They got arrested on the fucking spot and they will be deported. I don't know why you guys don't use your common sense. If you're in UAE, just don't do that. It's not allowed. I don't know when people will get the common sense for this. Washington will want to know where the drones and missiles were launched, the distance they traveled, and whether any air defense systems were used. Mostly, US only must have supplied them. so stupid. Sorry, I'm laughing, but you know what it is. According to the widely leaked UN panel of experts, UN is a bloody joke. Okay, best is the way they're handling the COVID. Oh, you take this booster shot, you'll be okay. Oh, you take this vaccine, you'll be okay. Oh no, it has 94% efficacy. Oh, it has 97%. Oh, it has 10%. Oh no, you have to take all the booster shots. Oh no, wear a mask, don't wear a mask. They're fucking just a joke. If all the countries withdraw their funding, UN doesn't exist. It's a puppet of US. That is why when Trump came into power, he said, fuck you, UN. And UN was, what do you do? And China then sponsored. See the fun? Okay. According to the UN panel of experts, bozos which they are, the Houthis currently claim that they have advanced drone capable of traveling 2,000 kilometers and they could put Abu Dhabi International Airport within the launch points of Sana'a. I don't buy into this. This is bullshit. But a precise hit from a distance will still be difficult. Yes, that is true. So they're not going to attack from a distance. They will attack from close by. Okay. In any case, US officials are particularly concerned about the attack in Abu Dhabi Airport. Yeah, you make sure that there is some bombing so you can sell more weapons. An international travel hub through which Americans offered travel after the Houthis claimed the attack, the target of the airport with a drone in 2018. This was not mentioned in the papers. The nature of the latest attack may be worrisome enough to start an internal US discussion about designating the group as a foreign terrorist organization or imposing additional sanctions on its members. The problem with calling any group terrorist, you can call whichever group you want, but if someone wants to operate, they're going to operate anyhow. Meanwhile, an intensification of coalition military activity in Yemen may revive the debate in Washington about the best way forward in this conflict to protect American interests. By the way, the Americans who are there, who are in touch with me, especially some military guys, shared with me a message that was sent by the American embassy to all the Americans in the Middle East. They have been put on high alert because, they don't want their citizens getting harmed. The Biden administration, the Joker's administration, publicly opposes offensive operations there, in line with the United Nations view. Indeed, Hans Grundberg, nice name, the UN Special Envoy to Yemen, recently lamented that the coalition and the Houthis were resorting to more military options. Yeah, because you're not allowing them to live their lives and earn their living and destroying them. What do you expect? You're not allowing them to work, you're not allowing them to eat food, you're not allowing them to live in peace, go to school, do a job. Of course, they'll... What else? And then you kill the entire family. Of course, they would want to resort to war only, no? And the UN is only there to police and not stop anything bad. The best proof of this, UN can't do jack shit about the Palestinian conflict. Can't do jack shit. What is the use of UN? Please, we have to make peace. Put your hands. Let's have a vote. Let's have a meeting. It's like having these useless meetings in the, corporate world. You just have meetings after meetings. Waste of time. Since some US officials and analysts have conducted that the Houthis do not want to negotiate, they may inevitably view the military options as a way to prevent Yemen from falling under the group's control, particularly if the aforementioned campaign is led by UAE. And, Houthis wouldn't want to negotiate. They're not going to negotiate. That's it. However, any such option is incompatible with the current US policy. Yeah, any policy that doesn't benefit the USA it's not compatible. If Abu Dhabi chooses to continue intervening in the Yemeni conflict, they'll lose a lot of money and they'll get into trouble. Its involvement is likely to have a significant impact on the course of the conflict in the near term, and the Biden administration may face renewed pressure over its enduring policy. Well, the only way to ensure that you have good sales of weapons, make sure the war continues. The Institute believes that the attack against the UAE would revive precious questions about whether the United States should protect its Gulf allies from Houthi shells and how it could do while opposing their offensive operations in Yemen. While the Biden administration has been cautious about this issue with Saudi Arabia for some time, it may now do the same with UAE. It's very simple, my dear friend. You want to ensure that you sell your weapons, make sure that there is war so you can continuously supply weapons, make sure there's chaos so that people need you, and if there is peace, then there's no reason to want to who'll buy Israel's software, spyware, military hardware, who'll buy all this. So war is the best way for them to run their business. There's a big business of war. Anyway, sorry for the long video. Thought I'd share my views on this. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Good, bad, ugly. And I appreciate you guys sending me this Arabic news updates because obviously I don't read Arabic. I stayed in UAE 40 years. Unfortunate. I should have learned Arabic, but I was very lazy. Anyway, let me know what you think. Put your comments down below. Love to hear from you. And let's hope everyone stays safe. Okay, this is me signing off. Take care.